Hi ladies, it's Dawn. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all doing well. I'm doing really well. I went to see my daughter last weekend. I left on Friday morning and came back Monday night, and we had a really nice visit. It was pretty hot here in the Midwest before I left, so it didn't really feel that different in South Carolina. It was in the high 90s here, and it was really humid, and it was like in the high 80s there, but much more humid. So it felt about the same. So I was good with that. I'm not super fond of really hot weather, but I will definitely go and see my daughter. That's not going to stop me from seeing my daughter. So we had a really nice visit, watched some movies. I rock climbed. I did some rock climbing with her because she's really into bouldering and rock climbing. And so she works part-time in her evenings at a rock climbing gym just to make some extra money. That isn't what she does, but she loves bouldering so much. And so she took me to her gym and I was able to climb, and I felt really good about myself because I have been doing Pure Barre since January, and I've gained so much strength that I was able to like reach up at the boulders and hoist myself up and really enjoy it. I just did the first 2 levels, like the really low level and then the next one, but I still got to the top. And then I did one that you just boulder like across the wall, and that was really fun too. And we watched a couple of movies. With the first one, I can't think of the name of it, but it was really, really good. And I'll ask my daughter what it was called, and I'll link it below. And then the second one was 127 Hours, and it was about that guy. He was a canyoneer who fell into a canyon and got his arm trapped, and you probably have heard of this. And so the only way he could survive was by chopping off his arm. It was all over the news, so it's not a spoiler. But when we thought about watching it, we both thought, no, I don't really want to watch someone cut off their arm for 2 hours. But that wasn't really what it was about. That was just how he got out, and they didn't share a ton of the gory details. So it was definitely worth watching. And it was just like a survival movie. And at first I was also judging him, thinking, well, that was kind of foolish to go out by yourself and do this kind of thing. But after seeing the movie and reading about him, I realized that he was a very experienced canyoneer. He knew this area like the back of his hand. He called it his second home. And so I thought, oh, well, okay, because no matter where you live, the places you go, you eventually get so comfortable that you're willing to go by yourself. Like I remember when I was first walking my dogs in this forest preserve near my house, I used to worry about my daughters running there, thinking somebody was going to harm them in some way. And honestly, those kinds of things don't really happen. Like you don't fall into a canyon and need to cut off your arm very often. So anyways, you get so comfortable, you just start doing things because you are that comfortable. So it was definitely worth watching if you like a good survival movie. I went out with her friends for pizza, like all her friends from the rock climbing gym. That was really fun. I was like the only mom there, but I had a great time anyways. And we went to bookstores. We walked all over the place, and it was a wonderful time. So I am going to show you some of my monthly favorites. I'm going to start with 2 things that I purchased before my trip, and I'm so happy that I did. So the first one are some sandals, and they're from the brand Taos, Taos. And the O has like a slash over it. I've purchased from this brand before. They're pretty pricey, but I got these at Macy's and there was a sale going on. I have several pairs of these shoes, and I trust them for like if I were going to go on like a sightseeing trip somewhere where I was going to be walking some serious mileage, I know I can count on Taos to be really comfortable and see me through. So this is the pair that I got. I got them from Macy's. And you all know I love a good orthopedic style shoe, but I want them to be kind of cute too. And they look cute with jean shorts or dresses. Sometimes I even kick them on with my leggings and like my top when I go to the gym. I know I probably should wear like flip-flops or tennis shoes, but who cares? And what I like is that they have Velcro, so you don't need to mess with straps or buckles. And this is like what the footbed looks like. It's really soft and it's definitely got some arch support. It's meant to be like a really good walking shoe. And I know these will last me years and years because the toes that I have from other years, like 8 years ago, I still have them and they look great. So anyway, I can show you my collection someday. I don't have very many. I think I have like maybe 5 pair of toes. I love them. Okay, and then at that same Macy's sale, I bought a brand that I don't usually purchase. It's from Naturalizer, and I love that brand, but this is called Soul from Naturalizer, so it's kind of like a subsidiary, not really company from Naturalizer, but you get my drift. Same thing, really good, flexible walking shoes, these two. And these look a little more delicate. I like black and I like tan because the purses I use are black or tan all summer lately. And so it just matches everything, my accessories and things like that. And so they look a little more delicate, super cute on your foot. And these also have the Velcro strap, which is a must for me. If a shoe has a buckle, I tend to not wear it because I don't know, I just don't want to deal with the buckles, but these are perfect and that's what they look like. Also, they have the arch support, the really flexible footbed, and you could walk miles and miles in these as well. And I wanted to share them with you because I know many of you like to have comfortable shoes. I was a nurse when I was younger. I'm still a nurse, but I'm not working currently as one. I just kind of help out in an office sometimes, but taking care of my feet has always been really important because I've been on my feet like my whole life. So I always want to take care of them. And so those are the shoes that I got. The next thing are these adorable little earrings I got from Amazon, and they weren't expensive. They came in this really cute little box. I left it downstairs, otherwise I'd show you. I don't keep the boxes, but the box is really cute. And they have a lot of gold on them because I've been wearing a lot of gold. I think there is a choice to get another color of these, but this is what they look like. I'll put a split screen so you can see. They're very small and delicate, and they're perfect because I go to Pure Barre just about every day and I don't want earrings getting in the way. So I've been wearing a lot of like small hoops or studs, and that's just what I've been wearing all the time. I loved like long dangly earrings. If you've been with me a long time, that's all I ever wore. I still love them, but they're just not like compatible with what I'm doing on the daily. So I've been reaching for little stud earrings more often than not. So that's the other like little fashion thing I wanted to show you. Okay, the next thing is a skincare item that I've been using all of the month of June, and I've already purchased a backup of this because it's so great, and I've been using it differently than I use products with these same ingredients. And what it is the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance pads, and they have glycolic acid in them and lactic acid, but they're very gentle. And at night when I wash my makeup off, the next step is to usually take my ordinary glycolic toner with a cotton pad and going over my face and just like removing any of that dead skin that might be hanging on. But I love these because I think they do it a little better for me, and they're gentle still. They don't make my skin red or irritated. And the great thing about them is that I can also use them during the day. I never use my other toner during the day because I feel like that glycolic toner leaves my skin feeling slightly sticky or tacky, and I just don't like the way it feels, so I end up rinsing it off. At night, I don't mind it so much, but during the day, I don't really want that on my skin, so I never use it during the day, but these I can. So when I get up in the morning, I just rinse my face off and use a teeny bit of a cleanser just to remove my nighttime skincare, blot my face dry, and then I take one of these, and they come in little pads, and they have the glycolic and lactic acid on them, and I use the pad to like go over my entire face, but I go over my face with it and then I leave it on. It doesn't leave my face feeling sticky or tacky. My skin texture has improved. It removes all that dead skin. So like if I'm having any peeling from my actives, it removes that. It kind of brightens up my skin. It's just made the texture of my skin so much nicer, and I like that I can use them during the day. And so then I wash my face to get my skincare off from the night, I use these. Then if I'm going to use a serum, I put my serum on and then I put my sunblock on. So my morning routine is super simple, but this is a new addition and I love it. They have a couple other skincare products from First Aid Beauty that I absolutely love. And I got these two at TJ Maxx. You can look at TJ Maxx and Marshalls and find some First Aid Beauty. You can't find all of it, but it's worth checking before you go to Sephora and purchase First Aid Beauty. So unless there's a sale going on. But the other product I really love, and I only use it sparingly in the summer because it's a little too rich for the summer, and this is the Ultra Repair Cream. It's intense hydration, skin protectant with colloidal oatmeal, and it hydrates parched skin, relieves minor irritation, itching from eczema and other conditions. It's made for all skin types, and I've shared this on my channel before because I've been using this for like years, and it's like a whipped cream, and I really like this at night on my hands, and I do use it on my hands. It soaks in pretty quickly, and then I might use a little on my face, but I haven't been using this on my face, and I'll show you what I have been using. And this is from Trader Joe's. It's their Ultra Hydrating Gel Moisture, and this has aloe in it, and it also has green tea extracts. It has a lot of antioxidants in it, and it's fragrance free, and it's only $14.99. I love these gel moisturizers in the summertime. It's usually all my skin needs for moisturization. I usually use the Moisture Surge from Clinique, which I love, but this is almost exactly the same, and it's only $14.99 from Trader Joe's. It looks like this, and it's a gel cream, so you can see it looks white on the camera, but it's see-through really. It's just a gel cream, and it's like, it feels like you're liquid water or like gel water. I guess that's why they call these water creams. I've heard people refer to them as water creams, and it blends so nicely, and it kind of feels cool. Like after you apply it, it feels a little bit cool on your skin. It feels really refreshing, and this is the moisturizer that I've been loving at nighttime and daytime. I periodically do Trader Joe videos. I know some of you don't have Trader Joe's, so I always feel bad because you can't purchase them online or anything like that. But a lot of you do have Trader Joe's and enjoy those videos. So I might do another Trader Joe's beauty products because I love their beauty products. I haven't tried one that I haven't really liked. So anyways, enough about that. And then the other thing that I did get from TJ Maxx and I'm really loving, and this is from First Aid Beauty as well, and this is the Hydrating Eye Cream with hyaluronic acid for sensitive skin. And it's really just an eye cream that moisturizes intensely. And I don't know if it has anything in it that is like an antioxidant or does double duty. I'll have to check the website. I did notice that this one you can't purchase at Sephora anymore, but they do have it like at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. And it looks like that. And I just put it on and it goes clear and soaks in. It almost feels like a gel cream. Incredibly hydrating for your under eye area. So I've been really enjoying this too. I usually like my daytime eye creams to have caffeine in them to kind of depuff. This one I don't think has any caffeine in it, but generally that's what I look for, hydration and but generally that's what I look for, moisturizing and depuffing with like caffeine or something like that. I don't really like my eye creams to have retinol in them just because it does kind of parch my under eye because I do use glycolics under there. And I'm sure when I use my Retin-A or retinol, it does kind of spread up in that area. So I'm just very careful with my under eye. So I like this because it's hydrating and it's for sensitive skin, which I feel like my under eye is sensitive. So that's another product I've been loving for the month of June and probably for the duration. I've got a tube here and you just use the teeniest bit. I'm sure this is going to last me a long time. The other thing that I've been loving, I took it with me to South Carolina to visit my daughter, and I love this so much. So my last video, I did talk a lot with you about my skin type. It's combination mature with an oily T-zone, but a lot less oily than it was when I was a teenager, which I explained in that last video was horrific, very oily. So I generally like to use oil-free products if I can. If not, I can still use other products, but I don't really like that glow. I feel like that glow that you get from your foundations tend to make me feel like I'm greasy. And sometimes when I go like this, I can get them off on my finger a little bit, and I don't like that. I don't want anything sitting on top of my skin. It just feels yucky to me. But I love this, and it is the It CC Oil-Free Matte SPF 40. But I love it. I'm already wearing SPF under it, and it just makes my skin look really good. And I spread it out pretty thin, so I don't have a lot on my skin, but it does conceal, and it just evens out my skin tone. And I am just loving this summer. I've been grabbing for this so much. Lately, I've just been reaching for this. It's just so easy to use, and I like the way it makes my skin look and feel. If you haven't tried this one and you have like an oilier skin type, I'd recommend it. I'd really like to try the newest one, which is the It CC Cream Nude, I think it's called, and it's like more like a tinted moisturizer. But I don't know that I would like that on my skin, and I'm hesitant to purchase it and return it. I just don't like doing that, even though that option is always there. I might do it, but I'm loving this. So if I do, it'll probably be after this one's gone. So love this, would recommend you trying it. The It Original CC Cream is really nice too, and it feels really good on my skin. It's a little bit glowier though, and I prefer more of a kind of soft matte finish. And it does give you a very soft matte. It's not like a really matte, you know what I mean? It just doesn't have that like shine or glow to it, but it's beautiful and I love it. Next two things I've been absolutely loving is something that is limited edition. I did check the website, and you can still get one of the products on sale presently on the website for this brand. And I'm sure you could track down the little eyeshadow palette, but the eyeshadow palette from this brand that I'm going to share with you in a second, all their eyeshadows, like they have another palette in store now that looks very similar, and I'm sure it's beautiful. I'm gonna compare it to this one because I'm tempted to pick it up because I'm loving this one so much. And what it is the NARS All That Glitters. This was the holiday collection, and it's so beautiful. I'm wearing it right now, and I'm gonna show you the face palette first. The colors look a little weird, and I bought this on a whim because I really wanted the eyeshadow palette, and there was like a discount if you got them both around the holidays, and that's what I did. I think I purchased them right after the holidays, so they were trying to kind of unload things. But this is what it looks like, and I love to wear this blush with this topper. So this blush looks like a nice soft peach, and then this topper is a little glitterier, but I pick up so little of it. It looks a little scary, but trust me, it's not. I pick up the satiny one. It's not a matte, it's more of a satin, and you can build that up. And then I pick up a little of this, the topper, and just kind of put it over it, and it gives like a really pretty glow, a sun-kissed glow, and I can even use this as like my bronzer. And so I love these two together. If you dig your fingers in, they do look intense, but on your brush with a gentle touch, they don't. I prefer that anyways because I don't want something that has very little pigment and I have to work hard to get the pigmentation. And the other combination that I'm gonna share with you, I'm wearing today, and it looks like this. This looks like it would be like a, I don't know, like a deep kind of purpley color, but it's not. That's what that looks like. Really pretty. Kind of like that sun-kissed look right before you might burn. You know, gives you that look of just a really pretty, healthy look. And I should blend that. And I'll put a little here just to kind of balance it out. Really pretty, really creamy, high quality, just like amazing quality. And that's what I really like about it. And the eyeshadows from NARS are amazing. If you've never tried any eyeshadows, they don't release a lot of palettes. They're not really known for their palettes, but their eyeshadows are incredible. And that's what made me purchase the eyeshadow palette I'm going to show to you, because people talk about how amazing they are in makeup forums and things like that, and it always makes me want to try new things when I read that. Okay, and then I like to put this one over it, and this is really soft and kind of lilac. Look how pretty that is. And then I just put like a little bit of it is like my highlighter at the top. So the colors are not really colors I would often choose, but they're so pretty. And then you've got like this little golden shade right here. And I like to use these two on my eyes as well. Like especially like this lilac one. It's so pretty. and I like to use it like a spotlight on my eyes. Really pretty. I feel like you get a lot of use out of this palette. But like I said, the colors might scare some of you, but don't be scared. It's really beautiful. They did just release a summer collection that's different, and I'm sure the quality is still amazing. And then this is the All That Glistens palette. It's a really good, both of these are really sturdy and they have mirrors in them. These are the palettes that I brought with to visit my daughter, and I've been wearing them like consistently even before I left, because I've only been putting up one video a week. And then it makes me get into like a makeup rut where I use the same makeup over and over and over. But I know that I can depend on this makeup to give me a really good look. So that's why I keep reaching for it, even though I have other makeup that does the same. Look how pretty this is from a distance. You can see some of that glow. And this is it close up. And it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 mattes, 2 kind of shimmers, and then 2 that are really glistening. So this is a shimmer, and you can see I use this one a lot. Look how pretty that is. And that's what I have going on here. And this shimmer I use a ton too. And this is what I have like on the inside here, and I put it in the inner corner. And those are the 2 colors I have on my eyes, and it gave me like a really complete eye look. I did pick this up on a smudger brush and kind of run it underneath too. I just think it's such a beautiful palette. And when I don't use like this and this together, just for like those 2 eyeshadows, I like to use these sort of rosy shades. And this is a matte, and then you have this one over here, and it's a matte as well, but they look really pretty, like this like on your mobile lid, and this like in the outer corner. And then when I'm feeling really like daring, I'll take this or this and put this like in the outer corner. And the reddish one looks scary, but trust me, it's not. It's so beautiful. You just blend it and it just shears out and just looks so pretty. And then I really like this one for that, like on the like inner corner and inside of my eye. Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. This is the most beautiful palette. I first got it, like I said, around the holidays. And then I did kind of go crazy buying a little bit of makeup in the spring, and it sort of was sitting on the sidelines. And then I pulled it out and started using it. And it's like, I've just been going crazy with this one, like these 2 palettes and this foundation and the same lipsticks. I should do a video doing a get ready with me, if you'd like me to, just sharing with you how I'm getting ready every single day lately, and just show you my absolute favorites that I'm using, which I am right now, but I can show you like how they go on and so on. And the lipsticks that I'm gonna share with you, that I've just been rotating these 3 lipsticks for ever for a very long time since I got this one, and I've talked to you about it before. And this is the Pillow Talk Fair from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm wearing it right now, and I don't have any lip liner or anything with it, just this. It's just the most beautiful pink for my fair skin. The other Pillow Talks don't really suit me, the regular Pillow Talk and the Pillow Talk Intense, but this one, it's like Charlotte Tilbury made it just for me. It's like my perfect lipstick. I love it. And then I did share with you before that there's one from Lancome that is like exactly the same, but it's matte. And it is self-revealing, the Insta Matte from Lancome. And it looks like this. I'm not wearing this one today, obviously. And I've shown this before on my hand. So this is matte, and it's almost exactly like the Pillow Talk Fair, which is a cream, but it's like the matte version of it. As you can see, it's just slightly different. Pillow Talk and self-revealing from Lancome matte. So if you prefer a soft matte, it's not overly matte, the Lancome one, but I don't know, I think everybody would love this unless you have like a different skin tone. I guess you should try it, but if you're fair like me, I think you'll really like this. And then one that I've had for a while and really neglected, and I turned it up too much and put the lid on, so I've got a little of it where it hit the lid. I should take that off. It's hard to like smooth it out since I did that. And this is called Bitch Perfect. I don't know why brands like have to use swear words, but that's what it's like. It's like more peachy, but I like it because it's the same cream formula as the Pillow Talk Fair. and it feels really good on my lips. And this color, pink, doesn't always look great if I'm wearing like my bronze palette from Natasha Denona or something like that. I feel like I need something warmer, and then I'm reaching for the Bitch Perfect. They're both the same creamy formula that's really comfortable on my lips. The cream formula is my favorite formula from Charlotte Tilbury. I have a lot of Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, but these are the ones that I reach for because they're most comfortable and they're still pretty long wearing. So I'd recommend these for sure. And then I also wanted to recommend the concealer I've been loving, and it's the NARS Creamy Concealer, and mine is in the shade Affogato, and I really like this. It's super duper creamy. I also have the matte one that comes in a little pot, and I like that one too, but I really like this after I put on my It Matte CC cream, and then I put this on, and I bring some of it down on my freckles if I feel like they need a little more coverage. And then I like to take my little concealer brush here, and this is the Angie Hot and Flashy concealer brush. I feel like this is the very best concealer brush I've ever used. It's designed to fit right in here. And I think I use my concealer in the wrong way. I think I spread it out too much, because whenever I go to Sephora to test out a concealer and they color match me, they don't blend it nearly as much. And it's blended. It's definitely blended. I'm looking in a magnifying mirror, but I tend to blend it so it's so sheer that it almost doesn't do what I want it to do, give me that coverage. I even blended this probably a little too much, but that's what I like, and it's so, so good. And this is really good with the NARS foundations. If I do a NARS video, I'll use one of my foundations. I have the matte one, and I also have the radiant one. I did a whole video, I think, on both of them, but I love them both. Even the radiant one, even though I tend to not want glowy, that one is perfect for my skin. I really like it a lot. That's my favorite glowier foundation. So there's that. And I think I'm going to stop this here, even though I have some other favorites, because I just feel like I should stop this here. I've been talking for a half an hour, and I'm going to try to edit it down. But let me know if you'd like to see a NARS Get Ready With Me palette video. Even though you can't find the eyeshadow palette online, the new eyeshadow that they have at Sephora looks very similar. It probably looks a little bit nicer even. Like if I had the choice between the two, I probably would have chosen that one. But I love this little guy. Oh my gosh, I could use this every day and be really happy. And this was surprisingly amazing. And you can still get this on sale at the NARS website. I checked this morning. So there's that. And so I thought that for this month, I do a giveaway when I talk about my monthly favorites. And I thought that if I can still get it, if I can't, I'll reach out to whoever wins and tell you a tube of the Bitch Perfect lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. I would offer the Pillow Talk Fair, but all of you might not like this on your lips, but I feel like the Bitch Perfect is more universal, where this is a little bit very fair and pretty on fair skin, and I'm not sure about other skin tones. I guess what I could do is whoever wins, I can ask you which one you want, and you can tell me. So anyways, I'm going to have a monthly winner, and all you have to do is like this video, be a subscriber to my channel, and say, now I was going to say the name of the one, but I don't want you guys all to have to type out that swear word. You could just say B word. That's what we'll say, B word. If you say B word in your comment, I'll know that you want to be entered in the giveaway. And not next week, but the week after, I'll announce the winner of the giveaway in the first pinned comment that you'll all see if you leave a comment. And I'll leave it in the description box as well. And you have to get in contact with me. If you win, I will tell you in your comment that you won, and I'll tell you where to email me your address, and I'll send it out to you. But you have to come back and look. I don't really want to track people down, and so I thought, well, if you want to win, you'll come back. So thank you for spending some time with me, and I hope you have a blessed and beautiful day. I'll see you next time.